lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Let's go.
To pass, Flacco. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Flacco. Pass out left finds Johnston. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Nick Chubb, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Come on, set.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Come 19, come 19. Ready?
To throw, it's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Milton. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Milton. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Tiger.
Now Milton. And it'll be intercepted. And they can't bring him down. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Go.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And this is caught. Touchdown! And Xavier Legette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Flacco. And Walker has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now it's Flacco.
Look at the big man rumble.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Juwan Johnson
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. The guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Right back to Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Cowboy 80. Check go.
To throw is Milton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing is Milton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He got 29 yards that time.
That's a big league. Out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, Shaq. Dragon 60.
Here's Milton now to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. Able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Flacco. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football